His power is getting a parking space. Hi, Andrew here. We are about to review Brooklynite.
We are about to review it yesterday.
Unfortunately, all the footage that we took of the review from yesterday was lost because the iPhone doesn't do very well in snow. Brooklynite is a new musical at the Vineyard Theater, and I'm excited to see it. Or I was excited to see it because Stephen Hoggett did the movement and choreography, and I think he can do no wrong.
We've seen Mr. Hoggett do the movement for a number of shows. They're all fantastic, although somebody did point out recently that he tends to rely on the same old tricks over and over again. So we were really excited to see if he could bring something new. I was thinking this is going to be like a Wes Anderson piece of theater. I was pleasantly surprised to find out that it had much more in common with a very high-caliber Fringe show.
I find that this is the musical written for the Big Bang generation. It's about nerds, it's about misfits.
It's about super science.
Super science, exactly.
Yeah, you get this wonderful sort of double dip of like the comic book archetypes and then like the Brooklyn Williamsburg hipster archetypes, branching out into sort of Gowanus Canal, Red Hook. They make fun of Pioneer Works.
We were the only ones in the entire audience that laughed when they made fun of Pioneer Works. Basically, it's the story of a clerk that works at a hardware store, and his dream is to become a superhero. And by recreating the Brooklynite, which is part of a meteorite.
Yeah, Brooklynite, it's sort of like the opposite of kryptonite. It like gives you superpowers instead of taking them away.
A meteor hit Brooklyn and turned 5 people into superheroes.
And of course, they're like, one of them is like a bike messenger, one of them is an out-of-work video game enthusiast.
So the hardware store clerk wants to become the next superhero.
He's sort of halfway between Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, and Bruce Wayne, aka Batman.
I'd have to report that I was quite happy with Stephen Hoggett's choreography because you know that it's him. You see these certain Stephen's moments, but at the same time, it's very different than things that he's done in the past.
He's gotten a whole new superpower.
He's adding to his
repertoire.
The call-out that it's like the Batman TV show from the 60s is a really good call-out. It also reminds me of cheesy 70s musicals like Xanadu, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Like, this musical knows that it's cheesy. I want to really single out Matt Doyle, the lead, who did a fantastic job, great singer, and also Nick Cordero, who really stole the show as sort of the evil superhero. Only Stephen can choreograph a tap dance number with an invisible person.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. You know what? The more I think about it, the more I like the show.
Yeah, me too. My primary critique of the show is that it suffers from hipster kryptonite, which is that at times it gets too sincere.
There's a couple of times in the show, and there's a moment where it gets really heavy and really sincere, and it feels awkward.
It doesn't fit in this universe.
No.
I have to recommend the show. I think that you're in for a super good time.
I do too. The book could be reworked, it could be edited, but I do hope that somehow it makes it to Broadway because this production.
Oh, come on!
No. Fill that Broadway house if they just had more props, they had more staging.
Maybe put people on wires. Maybe have to fly around.
Maybe get Julie Taymor involved. I have to say a green light for Brooklynite.
Absolutely. Green light for Brooklynite.
I like to say that.
2 green lights. And Brooklynite itself is green, just like kryptonite.
At Vineyard Theater. Go see it.